In July 1944, Allied troops at last managed to break out of Normandy. A lightning offensive follows. They liberate Paris in August. On September 2nd, they cross the Belgian border. In the next 2 days, British troops take Brussels and Antwerp.
On the 5th anniversary of the declaration of war, the British Army crossed into Belgium. The city's inhabitants have been looking forward to this day for years, and many other hidden flags are brought out to greet their liberators. The Burgomaster of Brussels, who was until recently held as a prisoner by the Germans, warmly receives the British and Belgian soldiers at the Hotel de Ville.
American troops in Belgium push eastward. On September 7th and 8th, they reach Hasselt and Tongeren. At about the same time, they liberate Liège on the Meuse River. On September 14th, they have already captured Maastricht. They are now in sight of the German border. The Allied offensive loses steam early in September. German troops continue to control the Scheldt estuary. This prevents the Allies from using the crucial port of Antwerp. It puts pressure on their supply lines. At the same time, German soldiers begin to put up strong resistance as the Allies close in on their homeland. They reinforce the Siegfried Line, and they dig in at the canals in Belgium's northeast. British troops manage to cross the Albert Canal at Beringen, but they encounter heavy German resistance in places like Helchteren, Leopoldsburg, and Hechtel. Further west, British troops run into even fiercer enemy resistance around Kiel. On September 17, 1944, the Allies launch Operation Market Garden. The operation is a gamble. Allied ground troops will break out from a bridgehead at a canal just north of Leopoldsburg to try and reach Arnhem in the Netherlands. If they succeed, they can bypass the Siegfried Line and penetrate into the heart of Nazi Germany. Operation Market Garden fails. The Allies are now forced to continue the war against Nazi Germany along a broad front. They attack the Siegfried Line. In that campaign, the battle for the first large German city, Aachen, is crucial. The battle plays out over several weeks in October 1944. In the nearby Hürtgen forest, the fighting lasts even longer.
Tanks with infantry in close support move in on the doomed city. Aachen, with its factories, chemical works and foundries, pays a heavy price for the fanatical obstinacy of the Nazis. Both civilians and soldiers have been told by radio and leaflets that their position is hopeless. This they must surely realize as the fury of the American onslaught rises. Snipers are dealt with by GIs, who clamber on into Aachen over rubble and broken walls of buildings.
In November 1944, Allied troops begin a push from the Siegfried Line towards the Ruhr River. Düren and Jülich are two key crossroads on that river. On November 16th, Allied bombers wipe both cities off the map. But even then, the Allied advance towards the Ruhr River remains a hard slog. In December 1944, it comes to a standstill when the Germans launch a counteroffensive through the Ardennes in the direction of Liège and the Meuse River, with Antwerp as its objective. It takes until February 1945 for the Western Allies to unleash an offensive from the Ruhr River to the Rhine. Plans are made for the crossing of the Rhine at the end of March. In Kleinbrogel, near Leopoldsburg, some 200 Canadian Spitfires are lined up to provide air support for that operation. On March 24, 1945, the Rhine is crossed successfully. In the east, Soviet troops are closing in on Berlin. For Nazi Germany, the days are numbered.